If you're like most people, there's a gap between who you are and who you want to be. There are small habits you think you should adopt, and big dreams you feel you ought to chase. Maybe it's working out regularly, eating healthier, learning a new skill, writing that novel, reading more, or simply spending time on your hobbies instead of endlessly scrolling through social media. But here's the catch. Achieving these goals often feels like you need to become a completely different person, someone more disciplined, consistent, and driven. Maybe you've tried to be that person, and it worked for a while. Until inevitably, you slipped back into old patterns. Each failed attempt leaves you more frustrated, more convinced that change is impossible. According to the hustle culture gurus, it's all your fault. If you didn't succeed, you just didn't want it enough. But here's the truth. Change is hard, and understanding why it's hard can make it easier. The jungle of your brain. Imagine your brain as a dense, overgrown jungle. Every decision you make, every action you take, is like carving a path through that jungle. It's exhausting. Your brain, being the energy-saving machine it is, hates expending effort. So it came up with a clever trick. Every behavior you repeat creates a trail. At first, the trail is rough and overgrown, but the more you use it, the clearer it becomes. Over time, it turns into a well-worn path, then a road, and eventually, a highway. These highways are your habits, actions so familiar and effortless that you don't even think about them anymore. The problem? Your brain loves these highways. They're comfortable, easy, and require no energy. So, you keep using them, even when they lead you somewhere you don't want to go. This is why change feels so hard, especially as an adult when your brain is already crisscrossed with highways of old habits. Routines versus habits. To understand how these highways are built, we need to talk about two things: routines and habits. A routine is a sequence of actions you do deliberately, usually because they've worked for you in the past. For example, you might follow the same steps to cook your favorite meal or set your alarm for 6:30 a.m. because you know it helps you start your day right. Routines are managed by the wise planner in your brain, the part that thinks ahead, strategizes, and makes decisions, even when they're uncomfortable. Over time, routines can turn into habits. Habits are automatic. They're managed by the impulsive toddler in your brain, the part that craves instant gratification and avoids effort. Habits are triggered by cues in your environment, like reaching for your phone when you hear a notification or grabbing a cookie with your morning coffee, even when you're not hungry. The toddler doesn't care about your long-term goals. It just wants what feels good right now. And that's how bad habits are born. Chocolate tastes good, scrolling through Reddit is entertaining, and skipping the gym feels easier than working out. How to build a habit. If you want to change, the key isn't to rely on willpower alone. Instead, you need to trick your brain into making the new behavior feel effortless. Here's how. Start small. Break your goal into tiny, manageable actions. For example, if you want to get fit, start with 10 squats every morning. Create triggers. Pair your new action with a specific cue, like doing your squats in your workout gear at 8 a.m. in your living room. Make it enjoyable. Find ways to make the action itself rewarding. Listen to your favorite podcast while working out, or treat yourself to a smoothie afterward. Repeat consistently. The more you repeat the action in the same context, the more it becomes a habit. The hard truth about change. Building a habit isn't easy. It takes time, anywhere from 15 to 250 days, depending on the behavior and the person. The first week might feel exciting, but the real challenge is sticking with it when the novelty wears off. The good news? It gets easier. Every time you repeat the action, you're carving a new trail in your brain. Over time, that trail becomes a path, then a road, and eventually, a highway. Change is a direction, not a destination. There's no magic formula for change, but understanding how habits work can make the process a little easier. Even small changes, like doing 10 squats a day or reading for 10 minutes, can add up over time. Remember, change isn't about becoming a completely different person. It's about taking small steps in the right direction. And every step, no matter how small, is progress. A tool to help you along the way. If you're serious about building new habits, we've created a habit journal to guide you through the process. It's designed to help you track your progress, reflect on your journey, and stay motivated. Like all our products, it's beautifully designed with high-quality materials and thoughtful details. But you don't need it to change. The real work happens in your brain, one small step at a time. Thank you for watching. Change is hard, but it's possible. Whether you're starting small or dreaming big, remember, every step counts. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, consider supporting us by checking out our shop.